So you guys are back, as I said, in the throne room, and all the leaders are there. You now have the book. You have what was described as the most powerful magic item that has ever existed. And it is in your hands. And you're there in the room. There is complete chaos, like I said, happening. And you can see that, despite the fact that these doors should be keeping anything out, you can see that there is a crack through one of the giant doors, and it is starting to bulge inward. Like, you got there just in time to kind of see that those folks were making some headway through that door. So it looks like it is just a matter of time before that door breaks inwards. The flood of all of those soldiers on the other side are going to just come pouring through, and there's going to be a bloodbath in the middle of this throne room. So that's kind of where you're at right now. And you're still standing with Clegane and Samael and Brank over by the throne area as that chaos is just like spinning out of control all around you. Everybody rushing and people trying to do certain things to try to stop them from getting in.
So, how do we use this book, Donnie?
Yeah, I was just like,
Donnie.
Brank. I was like, Brank, how do we do this? Like, we need magic now.
Well, the book, I never knew what the book was, exactly what it did, because that was the secret that was kept most tightly hidden. You didn't find out anything from the ancestors? You didn't find out how to utilize the book or anything?
I opened the book. Like, all right. I raise my hand to him. I show him hey, he made a marking or whatever on my finger.
Yeah, you have a ring on your finger, and your hand looks weird. Remember? Yeah,
it's glowing like crazy.
So the book and the ring go together. What did he say precisely? What happened?
He basically just made me the keeper of the book or whatever.
And the book can only be used by you. And you don't know what the book, what's inside of it.
He didn't explain how to use it. I open up the book and see if I can
think to ask him?
If I recall, he said it could shape the terrain or the landscape. I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
I was trying to steal a bunch of swords. I wasn't paying attention.
All right, I open the book.
All right, so you do see, described before, there is kind of a grid shape on the page, but it kind of looks like an overhead map, in our day, Google Maps kind of thing. So, but it's notched into a grid, and there's writing at the tops and sides of the pages, and each one just looks like a different map view. And the book is, it's pretty thick. It's about a 4-inch thick type book, a leather bound. And
can I read it now?
Kind of looks the same. What'd you say?
Can I read it now? Because of my hand?
You cannot read it. It's the script is in a language that you don't understand. But Brank is kind of peering over, and he seems like he's identifying what it's saying. This looks like an ancient dwarven script, but it's hard to make out what this says. Well, it looks like this is a map, and that these are grid numbers, that across the top you have numbers that designate latitude and longitude across the side. That's what it looks like to me.
Do you have any maps of the world that would tell you what the latitude and longitude are of this place?
Yes, exactly. It's the world. It's a map of the world, it looks like. But how do we know where in the world we're looking? I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, do you have a whole world map? Do you have one handy?
So Samael dips into another room and runs back, dragging its gigantic scroll that's almost as tall as him. And
okay, all right, cool.
It's a big ass paper.
Everything off the table, just smashes a whole bunch of stuff onto the floor and rolls out this map, and like a couple people help him, and it takes up the entire table, this map. And that's how big it is. It's even hanging over the side, so it's a little bit hard to see the whole thing at once from where you're standing. But you are able to discern that there are some, for our purposes, longitude and latitudinal markings that designate where different things are. And this map is a kind of more modern day thing. You're getting the sense of that this is like a modern day map that you're looking at, whereas you don't know how old the map is inside the book. But they point on the map and they're like, Samael's like, this is where we are currently, right here.
All right, I look for, I look and try to find our longitude and latitude using, those bars
so
that exist
kind
on
of
the
helps
modern
you,
map.
and he helps, helps to kind of, decipher exactly where that is, and you finally find where that would be. It's, way deep in the book, and there's a grid page on that book, and you are now looking from the top down at your current location. And the previous pages that you looked at before didn't have anything in them that was moving, but you now can see, looking at the page, you can see that there are a bunch of soldiers and a bunch of weird mechanisms and equipment and things that are kind of, it's like looking at a real-time strategy game where you're looking top down and seeing all of these people and all these war machines and all this stuff. You can see like a close-up of outside what it looks like right outside the door of the mountain.
I can see over the gap that spanned before the door there was that big crevice.
Yeah, the entirety of the map takes up, I guess, you would estimate maybe 5 miles. So each page being 5 miles, by 5 miles, it's like a square. So from where you're looking, you see part of the mountain. You can see across that gap, that crevice, you can see down where the pond was, where you guys camped and saved that kid. You can see all of that.
I touch the book with my hand that's glowing, with my finger, where just at a point outside of where we can actually see.
So,
and sort of drag my finger across it in an area where there aren't people.
Okay. So you feel, as you drag your finger across the page of the book, you feel the terrain below your finger. And you hear outside this tremendous scraping sound. And the entire place that you're in is shaking as you drag your finger. And then when you lift your finger off...
I pull my hand away like he'd be holy shit. Is there a mark on the book, where my finger was?
It looks like basically what you'd expect if you dragged your finger across some grass. It now is dirt, and below it stone.
I just look at everyone. I look at Bren. I'm like, holy shit!
This is indeed a powerful item. You're able to affect the world by touching the book.
It's like an iPad.
I poke the areas with the enemy forces on them. I just boop, boop, boop.
So you bring your finger down on the enemy forces, and it is kind of painful because you're getting some sharp pain in your finger as you're dragging across the troops, and it's really hard to do. And also the deafening noise of this happening right outside the door is going on. You're hearing screaming. And as you just do one tiny little section of people and war machines, there's gore and blood all over the map now. And you can see that there's just a bunch of dismembered bodies and things that are just crushed underneath where your finger was.
You know what?
Amazing.
Out of all three of us, I didn't think Donnie would be the bloody, war-hungry god.
Isn't he the
Vengeful
one who
god.
was sacrificing horses or something earlier? Or I forget.
He was doing it as like a distraction, and then it got cut in half. Like he didn't do it.
Yeah, no, I'm glad it's him though. It sounds like a pretty dope power, and yeah, way to go, Donnie.
Way to go, Donnie!
So after doing those 2 drags with your finger, you feel like you've run 20 miles.
Oh,
I take a step back and kneel on the ground real quick. Try to compose myself.
The pounding on the door has stopped. Everybody inside is looking around kind of confused. The 3 leaders are kind of looking at each other, kind of blown away. Everybody is just kind of stunned at what's happening right now.
Could they see it through the crack? Could they see explosions and stuff happening out there? Or
no, but
did it look like a finger?
You could hear it. You could hear just the most horrendous screams and grinding, scraping noises and smashing and explosion stuff happening.
that would have been great if it was an actual giant finger coming out of the sky. But no, as far as percentage wise to the army, how much damage did he do? How much is left?
He only wiped out a small portion of the army.
Okay, I was just curious.
But I probably scared the living bejesus out of them.
Yes, you absolutely did.
Because they just got gravity killed.
Yeah.
Like an inescapable force just came down from the heavens and smushed them to death.
I'm gonna lean over Donnie's shoulder and just put my finger down on the book too, where the army is, to see.
And yeah, nothing.
See if it doesn't.
Nothing happens.
Nothing.
Yep.
All right, that's what I figured. Just double checking.
Yep.
Guys, this is
Can
really...
Can my character try as well?
Sure.
I
And
just
nothing
want
happens.
to. Okay, yeah, I wanted to double check if I could get some more. Okay.
This is the most taxing mentally and physically thing I've ever done.
Yeah, it feels super intense. Absolutely.
At least you trained with that ring I put on. Wait.
At least you trained with that ring I put on you.
You had to put the voice on, huh?
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah.
Brank,
The ring of schizophrenia.
Brank nudges you on the ground as you're sitting and composing yourself. We've got to end this. Come, just once more, and I have an idea. Here, and he hands you a pitcher of water. Pour a little bit of water on the book, right where the enemy is, and maybe that will work.
For the
I-
homeboys.
I
Pour one out.
I literally just I put my hand in the water itself, and then I hold it, put all my fingers together and hold it over the book, let the droplets fall down onto where the army is.
So you're seeing the droplets hit the armies, and it's just completely wiping them out. There is a flood. It's just ripping the ranks apart. Bodies are being pushed into that crevice and washed away. You hear just a torrential, just splash of water is happening outside. Things are just going crazy outside. Water is coming in from underneath the door. Even there's through the crack in the door. It seems like it was just outside was basically underwater for a minute, and you pretty much have wrecked the army that is out there. However, there's still elements of the army that, the general's tent, that whole area is kind of untouched at this point. But you now are you feel really hit at this point. Make a stamina check.
Okay, I'm gonna actually roll a real d20.
All right.
17.
All right. So you don't pass out or anything, but you feel like you could sleep for a year right now.
I think I got one in me, and then I'm gonna be out of commission for a pretty long time.
Or
Don't overdo it.
We
What?
take Donnie's hand.
And Guardians of the Galaxy me.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of the tent that has all the commanders in it. I don't want to do it with water. I want to do it with air.
So you're hearing some like you're hearing a bunch of horns sounding from outside, and it is the sound of surrender.
All right, or not. I put my hand in my pocket, like, oh, thank God.
But then, they're starting to argue amongst each other, like, we can't trust them. They're just trying to buy some time so that they can get somewhere that we can't affect them with our power. And then Samael's like, they don't even know that it's us causing this. And, Clagan's
they
like,
definitely don't.
Of course it's us. They know it's us. How would they? Who else would it be?
God.
I go up to Donnie and be like, hey, Donnie, good job. And I put my hand for a high five. I put it up.
Yeah, me too. I go for the other hand. I'm like,
High five.
I don't put up my glowing hand. I just put up my, like, non-glowing hand.
All right.
Shit. Never mind.
I can see through your shit, Ku-Ruk, Lademan.
You knew exactly what I was going to do.
Yeah, you're going to slam my hand on there and it's going to kill me.
Both of
not you, but
both of you that are not Donnie, roll your roll for perception.
I was going to try and grab your hand and slam it into the book and just wipe them out in one shot.
And then I die.
I mean, maybe.
I got an unnatural 20.
15.
So the unnatural 20, you notice that there are kind of like thicker crow's feet around his eyes, and he looks older.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Donnie, you might want to stop doing this. You said you feel real tired. I just want to point out you're looking extra rough. Like, your face is a little droopy and, like, you look a little older and wrinkly. I think use this power with caution. Extreme caution.
Or
Okay.
extreme prejudice and just go nuts.
I mean,
Do we call him Donald now? He seems older.
Donnie was actually pretty young. He was 20. Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
well, that's good, because now he's 27.
all right, cool.
It was a hard 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I look at the commanders and see, like, are they looking at me now at
They're
this point?
still kind of arguing amongst each other, trying to figure out what to get you to do.
I don't know if I can handle too much
Do
more
we
right
send
now.
out a scout, like an envoy or a negotiator?
Brank is
Laryn?
like arguing vehemently about if we open that door, we're dead. That's basically what he's saying. Looking at the book, you can see that there is there's still probably a good, maybe 5,000 troops left.
Are they, like, regathering together?
They're trying to.
Okay, let's hold off on doing anything yet.
But they're retreating or, like, surrendering?
Well, you just heard those horns, but you don't see. I mean, from the book, they're too small to see if there's like any kind of flags being waved or.
I turn to the commanders like, I need to recover for a minute here. Let's let them regroup and then we can decide what we want to do with what remains. I would like to just blow them off the face of the earth with my breath, but that's gonna probably age me or kill me or whatever this thing is doing to me right now.
Look, if you don't take them out now, they'll get away, they'll regroup, and this isn't going to be the end of anything. And keep in mind, there's still their entire base to think about. Their entire home.
Mm-hmm.
We need to take this down now.
Okay, can I have like a minute while they're like, I want them to regroup, Brank. I want them to get closer together again.
That makes sense.
The less actions I have to take, the better it's going to be, I think, for my well-being and everyone else's.
Was there a difference between him touching the map or using the water? Because, will he age it if he uses the water? It's not like he's touching
He still did get a lot. Yeah, he got a lot very tight. You felt it the same way.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, the ring's still on his hand. On his hand.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, let's just flood the bastards, but okay, damn.
This is what I plan to do, is when they regroup all the way and I have a moment to recover, I'm going to literally blow them off the map.
Before we do this, should we, compromise or, tell them, you're about to get obliterated if you don't do this?
And Clegane is, in agreement with you. He's like, that's what I was saying. We should open the door and we should have a conversation. We need to talk to them and tell them the kind of power that we have. They don't even know that it's us.
If they fuck around, we'll kill them, and if not, we can send them back and tell them to their leader that we're coming for him.
Suddenly,
Or
from
kill 'em
outside, the sounds of fighting are getting louder again. And you're hearing from outside the door, there's some huge commotion happening.
Can we see it on the map, what's happening outside?
On the map, it's very, very difficult to tell what's going on, but it looks like, if all of those soldiers are a dot each, which is kind of what they look like in this view, there's one dot and a bunch of soldiers surrounding the one dot that are attacking one dot, but the one dot is fighting back.
Is that the commander? Are they killing their own commander?
We probably can't see.
It just sounds like chaos out there.
Brank and, guys, can we crack this door open a little bit, or is it an all or nothing,
We're not opening the door.
Enough from you.
Clagan's we need to open the door. Samael's I don't know. I feel that if we open the door, we could expose ourselves to danger, but we're already so weak.
I'm gonna go open the door.
So you remember how they had the doors open? There's a crank thing that you have to turn, and you turn that thing and it'll open the door. So you get up to where the doors are, and there are guards guarding those things, making sure that nobody fucks with them.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck with them.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right behind Ku to back him up.
Now, Laryn, when we do open the doors, I just want a little bit. I don't want to fling them wide open, just enough to pop out.
Works for me.
Alright.
Some of the people inside the room are getting really freaked out that you're about to open the doors too, because they have spent a real long time being terrified of these doors being opened, and you're now about to go do exactly what they were afraid of.
I yell to them, guys, just stay towards the door itself, please.
Yeah, I just want to see what's going on. I won't, go
Brent,
into the camp or whatever.
Runs up to you guys, and he is holding his axe pointing right at you.
I whip out mine. Oh yeah, I've been fucking waiting for this all day.
Oh no.
Let's do this.
While they are doing this,
Don't open the door. Oh yeah, while they're doing this, yeah.
I rip off a corner of the real map, the one that's on the table,
Yeah.
the scroll.
Yeah.
And I roll it I curve it so that I have an edge, and I place that on the map, guarding the door to the place we're in, forming a barrier in between, and trying to encompass all of the soldiers that are outside.
Okay, so you're trying to make a paper circle
a U shape
around them?
Or just a U shape that guards the mountain itself where we are, but it curves it curves out like a U to encompass the enemy soldiers.
A barrier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and then I blow down the barrier.
You're gonna use your breath down the barrier
As a funnel and just blow them off the fucking map.
First thing, you put the barrier down, and I need you to roll for Constitution.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
You immediately pass out.
Okay.
Just by putting the barrier down. Shit, he didn't even get the blow on it.
But as soon as he does put that barrier down, the The
Do we hear
doors,
it?
the crack of the door, it just turns like dark. Like you can tell something just like slammed down outside the door. So what he did definitely worked. But as soon as he passes out, it goes away.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Well, balls. I was kind of hoping to open those doors while Donnie's still, conscious.
Is it like completely
Wait.
silent out there now?
No, there's still the sound of fighting. It seems like that didn't even interrupt the sounds of the fighting. It was happening on the other side of the crevice.
Okay.
Can I go over to Donnie's body now, where he passed out?
Yeah.
And can I just pick up his hand and just point with one of his fingers, like, to the map real quick, just really briefly, just poof?
Well,
poke
when you look at the map now, nothing is moving, and it doesn't look like it did before.
Damn it. Damn these fail-safes.
They thought he thought of you coming a mile away.
I mean...
There's gonna be some foolhardy dragonborn that just wants to use unconscious people to make destruction on this thing.
And
It's
I'm
probably
the
so that when
evil
I'm
character.
asleep, the book can't be used while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I do that.
To like just destroy shit, because you'd have like you coming in, grabbing my hand, and like, oh look, this city gone, like, and I'm just like unconscious the whole time.
I wanted to go out there and like see what was happening and have you as like a backup in case they tried to attack us. But now you're passed out, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I was just tired of the squabbling and wanted it to just end.
That's why I was going to open the door and kill Brank at the same time.
I was just gonna kill their entire army in one shot by blowing them off the face of the earth.
You should have done
Literally.
that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that probably would have been the most wide-sweeping thing I could have done.
Oh, imagine you're just reading the book like an actual book, and then it falls on your face, and then your nose causes a nuclear explosion.
Boom!
Alright, so now it's just me and Laryn, like Donnie's passed out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Brank is like got his axe like pointed right at your necks.
Well, now you don't even need to hold that against us. The barrier's down.
And Samael seems like he's disappeared. You don't know where he is. But
Oh.
Clagan
Shady
runs
motherfucker.
up with you guys. He's up there too. And he's arguing on your side. He really thinks the door should be opened.
Hey, Brank, how about we open up the doors a little bit to see what's out there? Because there's still the chasm or whatever between us and their
Right.
side. So how about we just get a look to see what's happening?
You don't understand. The things that they have out there could get in here and kill every last one of these people. These people, this is all they have. This is all they have left. This is our last refuge. And if you crack those doors open, those mechanical spiders could get in here, or the invisible creatures, or who knows whatever other ungodly beasts that they've hobbled together out of gears and bolts. They could come in here and get inside of us and tear us apart. You want to kill us.
Maybe it's not worth the risk.
I walk up to Brank and I squat down, like so I get as close to eye level as I can with him.
Yeah.
And I go, Brank, I murdered you before, and I'll gladly do it again. I'm gonna open those doors. And I try to intimidate him.
Okay, you can try that. So give me an intimidation roll.
Fantastic. That's a 19.
Okay, you don't affect him.
What?
Yeah, he's a fucking beast, man. Brank is not an easy pushover to be intimidated. He's seen some shit.
I want to collect his skull again. I mean, I'm gonna open those doors, and I got Clegane on my side here. Samael fucked up to God knows where.
If you open those doors, if you try to touch that handle, you're gonna have to kill me first.
Alright, I pull out my great axe.
Can I grab Brank without asking anybody and just like face step as far away as I can, so that it buys time for them to open the door?
Yeah, you can totally do that.
I'm just gonna interrupt this whole interaction and just be like,
Hey, Brank.
What?
and then grab him and then face step, like, I think if I'm not mistaken, I can go like 30 feet. So I'm going to go 30 feet
It's your
away
speed, yeah.
from Ku and the other people.
All right. So you're going to need, in order to do this, you need to make sure that you have a really good grasp on him.
Okay.
So that's going to just be a grapple attack for this.
So
do you have any kind
modifier?
of wrestling skill or grapple skill or anything like that?
It would be
athletics, acrobat. No,
athletics would probably be the closest thing.
There's no
Athletics or a strength check.
Yeah, or just straight strength.
Oh, it's a melee attack, strength versus reflexes.
You got to know Brank's reflex defense.
crit fail. Doesn't matter.
Oh!
Did you do a crit fail?
Yeah, not even.
Oh man, I do have Brank's character sheet too. By the way,
I was like thinking, I'm like, oh well, if it's this, it's this modifier. If it's that, it's this modifier. Oh, doesn't fucking matter.
I was also gonna say, a guy just said over his dead body, and you're gonna grab him, and he's gonna see me open the door.
Though, it was the perfect plan.
It was a good
I mean,
plan.
It always fucking
it could've
is.
worked. It could have worked, yeah.
All of
I
our
just knew-
plans are always the
I
perfect
just
plan.
knew
We just roll shit.
Yeah, you were gonna be within melee range when he got pissed off, so.
God damn it.
All right, so let's
see what happens.
We die here. Like, Brank
month-
kills us all.
Oh, that's not happening. I'm gonna take out Bren.
Give me a percentile.
Okay.
100.
Okay,
Yes.
and then also, quick question.
2d10.
I mean, well, I guess it does. I have no real say in this, but would I be able to like at least take his weapon with me instead of him? We'll see. Wait, I have to roll.
You could have failed, man.
Yeah,
could've
roll a
failed.
D100.
Okay, then yeah, let me do that somewhere else.
Or 2 D10s if you have them.
Yeah.
I got a 97
Oh
out of
no.
100.
Oh, if that's based off the scale that I think it is, that's very not good.
So, oh boy. Okay, so you reach for Brank and miss him completely and phase step, and as you do, you
Outside the
get
door.
mixed up in which direction that you're going in, and rematerialize with your foot inside of a wall.
Oh no!
You got Nightcrawlered.
And
Kind
it
of
is
wall.
like, it's incredibly painful. It's a stone wall.
Like
It
the
is
cave
a
wall.
thick stone wall that is, your foot is inside of it. And it is like, you might have to lose the foot.
Oh no!
Can I take out one of the vials of sweet water I have and just go, that sucks, and take a sip?
Yeah, if you want to.
That's hilarious. That's
real
that's
smug,
actually
like.
really funny.
Ooh, boy, that's a nasty one.
I'm like unconscious and I whisper, "Hey, Lademan,"
Oh,
from all the way across the chamber.
Nope, you're unconscious, doesn't work.
Oh yeah, I wish he was not sleeping. So shit.
Oh, what
I
are we
don't
gonna
even
do
know what
now?
I can do in this situation. Am I like able to phase step away and the foot's just like broken and useless?
You can phase step again immediately, right?
Yeah.
So you do that, and yes, your foot is just trash. It's like
Aw,
a piece
man.
of meat hanging off the bottom of your leg.
Shit.
And
Oh,
you're just laying on the ground in excruciating pain right now.
Oh,
That was
fuck.
about the worst fail that you could have with that.
Yeah.
You rolled perfect. I mean, the only thing worse would have been on a 100. Other than that, you basically
What's a
nailed it.
100? Your entire body?
Basically,
Maybe.
you would have a critical hit to yourself if you had 100.
Jesus Christ.
That would have maybe killed you. So
I mean, he basically just lost his foot. I feel like that's got to take some
yeah,
HP away.
that's yeah.
Yeah, no, he's feeling it. That's not good. Damage. What did that do to me?
I would say that that needs to be like
Hefty.
25 damage.
I'm just so happy that Laryn's finally crippled in some way since me and Donnie were for like the entire campaign.
We
was
exist in
bound
a
to
state
happen.
of constantly being crit or like crit failing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm down to 33.
We're just
That's
perpetually getting chainsawed by a lancer from
pretty
Gears
shitty.
3.
That nearly halved my health. I definitely am like whining and screaming and shit. But okay, so am I able to use like my trident in some way and like fashion it as like a crutch? Because I'm obviously gonna have to hobble around for a while now.
Yeah, make a Constitution check right now, though, to see how much you can actually do. This is a pretty traumatic event.
How much he can take without passing out.
Yeah.
That is
Constitution mod.
an 11.
Yeah, you're not able to do anything at this point. You're still stunned.
Okay, shit. Then I'm just laying there and
He's
screaming.
in fucking shock.
But there are a couple of attendants that are running up
You fucking
to you.
splinched yourself, Harry Potter style.
There's a
Yeah.
couple of attendants that grab you. They put you on a stretcher and drag you back to the hospital location, and they're kind of taking care of you and trying to mend you and stuff.
Are Brank and like Ku destroying each other?
So Brank and Q are still like facing off, right?
Well, that's the thing. I was trying to take him away from that whole scenario,
Yeah.
and like,
Right.
I don't know. But I think now that I failed, he probably would have just kept going for Ku.
I don't know, it kind of distracted me. Like, that kind of drew my attention over to Laryn, so.
Well, yeah, you were laughing at me. I can't believe it.
So,
Yeah.
so as you guys are still facing off, and as this fumble just happened, the fighting that's outside of the door seems to have gotten much closer to the door. And it sounds like something is fighting the soldiers out in front of the mountain.
All right, I put my axe away. I say, "Hey, Brank, you little shit. I guess you're happy now because my backup just fucking ghosted into the wall. And I'm kind of outnumbered here. I don't really trust Clegane to hold my back, so I just kind of like
So Brank is like, I'm glad you finally saw the nonsense of your idea.
No, I didn't say that. I still want to open those doors. I'm just not going to kill you over it.
And Clegan's like, yes, we should be opening those doors. We should see what's going on out there. There's obviously something fighting them. And the fighting is like intensifying, and then finally you hear like, and the fighting kind of dwindles down and then fades away. And then you hear from outside, you hear like boom, boom, boom. Somebody's pounding on the door, like in a knocking way. Like somebody would just knock to come into your house. That's how somebody's knocking on the door, the big stone door. And somebody must be knocking pretty damn hard because they're able to make noise through that stone door. And then you hear this voice, hello?
Do I recognize it?
It does sound really familiar.
Is it Aniston?
Yep.
Oh my god! He was
I had a
fighting.
feeling. I had a feeling. I'm like,
damn it.
I was like, we don't know anyone in this reality
Hello?
that's an ally.
Well, no, and even before the voice, the big thing that tipped me off was when we're looking at the map, there's a whole bunch of people and then one dot. And
I
that
was
one
trying to
dot
figure
was
that out.
like, that
Winning
is
against, like,
Aniston,
5,000
if I could ever guess at anybody.
I was trying to think if they
shit.
had like their like MVP hero going rogue or something. Yeah.
Hello, friends? Are you in there?
How close am I to Brank right now?
God,
after I
You're
After I
standing
disengage
like
with them.
right next to Brank. You guys are both still kind of staring at each other, squared off.
Okay, so
Did
we're real
Ku
close.
make any face? Could you make any faces when you heard his voice?
Hold on. So I'm like real close to Brank.
Yeah.
I try to kick him in the face and push him away.
Oh my god, okay.
Sassy motherfucker.
I'm done with this shit.
Friends. He's like a dingus.
I'm so done with
Is
him.
he a dingus again, or is he like back to normal? I think it sounds like he's a dingus again.
Yep. He's back to being a dingus.
Oh no!
I love it.
Is he gonna be naked?
I hope so. We'll find out. I'm trying to kick Brank away, and then I'm going to just make a run for the door and try and open them as fast as I can.
Okay. Meanwhile, your foot has been The bleeding has been stopped. The foot has been kind of mended. But your foot, it's like they healed it as best as they could, and they did a really good job, but it looks like what a foot would look like if you just exploded it and then kind of like smushed it back together if it were Play-Doh.
He's like missing half of his toes and shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a stubby meat wad mess.
It's a meat wad.
And it is just terrible looking. But you're able to hobble around, but your speed is reduced by half with your new
Holy
foot.
shit.
And that's your main problem, is that your speed is reduced a lot.
Damn.
So what? It was 6. Now it's 3.
Did anyone tend to me? Or am I just still laying on cold stone, just like
you're
passed
laying
out?
down, but people have put like a pillow underneath your head. You're being taken care of, and you do need to roll again. Give me another Constitution check.
See if I can like rip myself out of
Taking
it.
a nap.
Ooh, 16.
Okay, you do fight your way awake. So you kind of you're really sleepy, but you manage to kind of pull yourself out of it. Like if you wake up from a nap, you just needed a lot more sleep for. That's how you feel, except times 10. Like you're really like,
Okay.
oh, like
Reverse KO Ken.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So
I'm glad that reference wasn't lost on Mike.
So now you are squared off with Brank, right?
Yeah, I was hoping to do like a sneak kick, like real quick to catch him off guard.
There's no way to sneak because he has his eyes locked on you. He does not
He's
trust
like
you
staring at you, and you're like, "Do not kick."
But is it quick because of the size difference? Like, he only has to go so far to kick him in the face?
Well, I mean,
With
but then there's
legs.
something to be said with Brank and his axe. He's holding his axe up, that...
Why am I defending Ku? I don't want him to kick him in the face.
I just want to push him away so I can run to the door. Like I'm not trying to fight
so
him.
you're trying to do a precision, like, kick move to get him to apply more force to get him away more than anything, right?
Trying to stagger him.
Yeah, maybe not like to his face, but like to the if he's holding his axe like square in the middle of his axe or his body, like just to try and push his body as far as I can.
Okay, so this is going to be an attack with a penalty for precision then.
All
right. So go ahead and roll for attack.
Would there be any modifier to it?
-4.
-4?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Crit fail! Join the team!
Crit fail?
Guess I lose that foot too.
Oh my god.
Please
Roll a
punish him.
percentile. Roll a percentile.
Oh man.
God.
Hey, that's not great. 18.
So, I need you to roll a wisdom check. Saving
Would that
throw,
be-
or whatever it is.
Yeah. Wisdom. That's not using my mod plus half my level or whatever.
No, it's just mod, I think.
Yeah, and it's gonna
Oh
be...
Hey!
my
fucking
God, he
A,
crit
guy.
failed again.
Really?
It's no joke.
Yep.
I can't even believe I'm looking at it.
Alright, I'm gonna test this out to make sure it's not rigged.
Okay, well, here's the thing that happens. So you haul your body back to go kick Brank, and as soon as you do, Brank looks you dead in the eye as you're about to let loose your leg, and
Yeah.
something about this just completely churns your stomach, and you become terrified of Brank.
Aw.
You fly backwards on your butt and like scramble across the floor and piss yourself.
You fucking Charlie Browned yourself, guy. You didn't even have a football.
And Brank is
Wait.
like looking at you now, kind of confused, like, what the fuck were you even trying to do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can Laryn see that happen? Even
Make the
though
bad
I'm
man
getting,
go
like,
away, Dad.
bandaged and stuff?
Yeah, you're back out in the main room at this point now, let's say.
Oh, I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, well, double crit fail. That doesn't happen every day.
No.
That's ridiculous. God damn it.
So now Brank also has kind of a power over you of this fear thing. You will not fuck with Brank. You cannot steal up the reserve to fuck with Brank unless you make a really high saving throw.
You know what? I feel like I'd rather even have my foot, like, cut open or something. Now that Brank has control of me, I'm now even more mad. Me, not the character.
Right.
Because I still want that door open now that I even know it's Aniston.
Hello? Friend?
Yeah, wait. Oh, we gotta let him in. Wait, Brank, this is someone we've worked with. He's immortal. He could help us out. Let's let him in.
I'm sure it's a trick.
This is no
No,
trick.
this is...
Brank, we go back far. This guy goes back farther with us than you do. So trust us. He's been on our team for a shitload. He's the one who traveled with us through the other dimension into this time.
And Clagan's like, let's open the side door. Let's open one of the
Wait.
side passages.
Since when there's a side door?
Where did you come from?
Let's open the screen door up and let a nice breeze in.
You
I'm talking about the second floor window.
You guys remember when he's talking about it, that when you came up upon this place, that there was the big double doors that were the main thing, but on the side there was a much smaller door.
Ku, use your battle axe to yell to Aniston to get to the side door.
Would he be able to get to the side door, or is it like...
He probably wouldn't understand where it was, but, you know, if you opened it, you would definitely be able to just wave to him. I mean, it would only be, 30 feet away.
Okay, because I'm wondering, if it was that close, why didn't the army just break in through to the side door?
Because the larger doors were easier to break through than the small door. But maybe they were trying to break through the small door, too.
Yeah, I don't remember the small door at all. Can I get up and, go to the side door and, or is Brank imposing me?
Brank is like, fine, but what we'll do is we'll close the interior door behind you, so that you'll be in the tunnel, locked inside.
Alright. I'd rather be locked inside with Aniston than you.
You get the idea that it's like an airlock type of thing.
Yeah. Alright, I'm fine with that.
I'm going to. I want to see Aniston.
And I use the trident to hobble.
I stopped Laryn. I was like, yeah, I'll bring him in. You relax, Stubbsy.
They gave you a crutch, by the way. You got a crutch that you can use.
Even better. Okay, well then that works.
So, who's going in the airlock then?
Ku, me. The only one able to walk right now.
All right. So you head in there, and they lower the door behind you, and then little by little you see the door, which seems to be about 2.5 feet thick, is lifting up in front of you very slowly. You see light pooling from underneath the door. The ground is all wet outside. There are pieces of armor scattered about. It looks like a fucking insane disaster out here. There is just a blizzard of pieces of armor and all kinds of stuff. And there's a groove kind of dug through the ground where the finger had touched the ground. And you see that most of the army has now retreated back to the general tents. And they seem to be doing something. You don't know what's going on over there. But as soon as you are able to peek out, you see Aniston standing there completely naked. And he's like, hi, friend.
Fucking A, God. I knew I'm not with them, though. I think I'm still inside.
Yeah, you and I are. Yep.
You just woke up.
We're both fucked.
Do you remember Aniston?
Yeah, I remember Aniston. Aniston's great. Aniston's my bud. Come on in.
It took a long time to find you. You know,
I'm sure.
At some point, I remember that I was pretty smart, but then I wasn't smart again.
I forget. Was he dumb only when he wore the ring and when he took the ring off?
No, he had a head injury.
Yeah, and if he took the ring off, he would die
But the thing is, wait, no, honestly, he didn't actually have a head injury. This is like just like he was just a super old soul because he's had the ring on for so long that it like warped his mind, and like he would go in and out of like different personalities, and it sounds like he's back into his dumbass personality, not his like lordly self.
Okay, so it wasn't like a permanent thing that he was smart.
No, not.
I thought he had a head injury.
He would jump. Oh, I remember that too. But then we had him check his head, and there was nothing wrong with it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. We all get dumb sometimes. I myself was dumb just a few moments ago.
And he, as your piss-covered pants exhibit.
Hey, at least I'm wearing them.
That's true.
I try to like hold the door open and like bring him in. Like, come on in. Let's I'll show you around. Meet the old gang. Meet your new friends.
Okay. So he comes in the airlock with you. The door is still wide open now. You can see where the army members that are left are still like kind of congregating over there. You can't tell what's going on, but there's like broken war machines and all sorts of weird, crazy shit. Like Brank had mentioned the mechanical spider stuff. Like there's some of those that were broken. There's all sorts of weird shit that's destroyed now on the battlefield. And it looks like they just went through hell. There's so many dead bodies.
I wish I had a camera. Neat. All right, come on in, Aniston.
One other thing that you notice is that there is some type of thing hooked up on the crevice that looks like, I don't know. It's hard to tell what it is, but there's 3 of them. And it looks like they are like some sort of box that you could get inside of that's hanging over the crevice.
Huh. Could I do like a perception check to see if I could see anything else more about it, or is that
I think
about
what
as
you
much?
you could do an intelligence check and see if you can figure out what it is exactly.
That's not good. 16.
Okay, so you get the idea that it's you've seen something like this before, and it was something attached to a ladder that made it easier to go up and down the ladder.
Huh.
So you're basically looking at what seems like an elevator.
Yeah. Okay.
And furthermore, you think that that's how they probably got into the lower levels.
Ah, okay. I was wondering how they did that. Interesting. Am I able to see if there's like the Emperor's tent or something? Like it seems like the very clear leader's tent.
That's definitely where you can see that there's a few tents back there that are left that seem like the leader's tents.
Okay. I try to like memorize that so if when I go back and talk to Donnie, I could maybe try and point them out precisely.
Yeah, you can see, and you could see it in the book too previously.
Okay. Alright, then I wave Aniston in, and I'll go back in and try and shut the door.
Okay, so you go back in, and that's it. The doors do not move, nothing happens.
Huh. Can the doors going back into the caves don't, like, open up?
You're basically in a small tunnel right now that does not have, that has the one door open and the one door closed.
Okay, so can I shut the door leading to the outside?
You can't do anything, because they open that door for you.
Oh, they open it for me. Okay. I bang on the door leading into the cave.
That door is so thick that it doesn't seem like you're getting anything through.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm genuinely at a loss.
You have a magical battle axe. Yell at us.
I don't really want to draw any more attention to me right now while the enemy's outside here with me, Doug. Because they still do have war machines and can probably just lob a hot molten ball of tar at me and kill me outright here. So wait, how do I get back in if they just let me out? Like, did Frank just send me out here to die?
You don't know.
Like, I genuinely don't know how I'm supposed to get back. If I thought I thought I'd bring him in and they open the doors up again and I come back in with him.
You can't communicate with anybody from inside that tunnel.
Alright, fuck it. I'm hanging out with Aniston now. Aniston, how did you get here? How'd you find us?
I just was trying to find my friends, and I found somebody that told me where you were.
Cool.
It's good to have friends. It's good to see you again.
It is very good to see you. Are you still,
Why did you leave me?
We fixed your town, we fixed your city, and you said you wanted to go sightseeing and see more cities.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was really sad for a while.
We wanted you to come with us, but we knew what you wanted, and we figured it best to let you do as you pleased.
Okay.
But now you're back.
Can we go inside now?
I wish we could. I really wish we could.
So
I don't know how.
Cut back to inside. You guys are waiting around, and,
Can we just open the doors already? I'm sure they're just waiting on the other side.
You want to open those doors now?
No, the side door, or wherever Ku went out of.
You want to open the side doors?
Yes, to let them back in.
I don't like this.
God damn it, Frank left me out there to die. That motherfucker.
No, I want to see Aniston. That's who Ku went out to get.
How do you know if it is your friend Aniston?
We heard his voice, and there's no mistaking it. I knew it as soon as we saw it on the map. There is a whole army versus one person, and I'm thinking to myself, it's our immortal friend. He's an elf, he's super handsome, he has a canonically long dick.
How much of a fool are you? I've heard the voices of dead lovers. I've heard the voices of children of mine that have perished. I've heard the voice of my grandfather from out there. And you rush out for one voice of a friend that you hear?
This is almost as important as this book we found. This is a tide-turning event where we have an immortal friend on our side. You gotta trust me on this one. I didn't go through all that bullshit just to open this door to get pranked.
I don't trust you because I wouldn't trust myself.
I mean, out of character, can we not overlook the fact that Brank just said he hears voices all the time? So maybe Brank's crazy.
I take the ring off of him. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, the voices. Yeah. He slipped out on when he wasn't looking.
Donnie, are you awake yet? And how old are you?
Yeah, how old is Donnie at this point?
You didn't do anything else, right? So you're still 27, I think, right?
Yeah, I just put the paper down to try to do something.
You passed out immediately.
And then I passed out immediately.
Oh, well, that was one more, so you gained 2 more years.
Oh, I'm 29 now?
Yep.
Damn it, Donnie's older than me now.
Big 3-0 coming up.
Fuck. I was living vicariously through Donnie, now it has to be the vice versa.
Stealing your youth.
Yeah, I try to get up. Like, I try to, get over to...
You're able to stand up. You're able to stand up.
Okay, yeah, I get over to Laryn. Yeah, guys, I aged, a lot.
It's cool. Help me explain the Brank how important Aniston is and how we gotta let Ku and him back in. We're not just gonna leave him out there.
I mean, Aniston is unkillable, first off. He has a magic artifact, a ring that he wears that makes him nigh invincible.
So Brank is just like, I don't know why you think I would trust you so quickly.
We've been on a long journey. We even had montages. We had montages with Aniston before you.
I mean, I brought you the GD book, didn't I?
You think that matters now?
Ooh, I think it still matters. I don't think it stopped mattering.
We wait. We can leave them out there for several days until it's how long the illusion would take to wear off.
Can we just open that little door and close it again if they're not there?
You haven't seen what I've seen up here, boy.
Oh man, we've seen some shit too, though.
Claygan's like, just open the door.
Just the side door. We just want to see if they're in the hallway.
Open the side door.
Let me get
Peer
some side
pressure.
action.
So,
That's the whole reason we let him go out there.
Samael comes back. He had disappeared previously, but now he is back. And it looks like he crafted some kind of thing that you are like, what the fuck are you holding, Samael? But he comes up to you because you were the one that had the power to touch the book. And he says, I want you to try this. And he holds his hands out, and it is a very, very small and intricately detailed castle. And he's like, I don't know if it'll work, but if you could drop this into the book, imagine what we could do.
What? Like, you want me to drop it like... I mean, I passed out in the paper thing. The barricade disappeared. I see it's not there anymore.
But the paper fell off the book.
That's true.
The water went into the book and into our world. Imagine what we could do with this power. Imagine the things that we could create. We could solve hunger by dropping a single grain.
Where do you want me to put this castle?
I want you to drop it on the general's tent.
Just so right outside.
And then we will have a castle right outside our door.
New headquarters. Let's do it.
I take the model from him. How big is this fucking thing?
So the model is about like it's
Is it to scale of the book?
It's to the scale of like he created this thing with magic somehow.
Okay.
You're not exactly sure, but it's like a miniature castle that is incredibly well detailed. It looks just amazing. And it seems like he used some sort of magic to create this tiny little thing.
Are there things inside the castle itself? Like, do I see like horses and shit?
There's no horses in there, but there is. It seems like there's furnishings in there. Like if you peer through the window, really small, you can see inside of some of these rooms that look like they're furnished with curtains and carpets and furniture and stuff like that.
Okay, I take this and I like look at Bren. I was like, should I do this?
What, you drop that into there? You gonna take advice from some old weird elf?
All right, I take the model and I go back to the book.
All right.
Brank is shaking my faith real hard right now.
It's almost like we should kill him.
It's almost like he's completely delusional. And,
is he distracted by what Donnie's doing with the book and stuff? Because I want to like kind of be secretly opening the side door.
He is kind of looking over there for sure. His concentration is on what's happening with the book right now.
Okay, I want to sneak towards the side door while Donnie's doing his thing.
Okay.
I'm hobbling in half my speed. So.
Right, but you can kind of sneak up there, but let's give it a roll to see where how sneakily you can make it up to the door opening.
Good luck there, Tiny Tim.
That is 16.
Okay, that's not bad. You were hobbled too, so it's also as a big minus, but you were able to sneak into position right by the lever that the thing that you have to turn to be able to open and close the doors.
Awesome. Do I have to like wait a turn in order to act upon anything?
Yeah. So
okay.
They're up at the book, and you have the castle in your hand.
I orient it to like so that the doors are facing like away from the mountain, and that like it's basically I try to find like the most advantageous place for it, like near the mountain without being like right up on the cliff. So it's like crushes
like
their tents, but isn't
in
crazy.
City or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, dropping it into the right spot. You can totally do that. You get it positioned so that the front door of the castle looks like it's going to line up to one of those bridges. And in addition, it would crush everything beneath it, which would get every single last soldier that is gathered back at those generals' tents.
Okay. And I place it on the map.
So as soon as you place it, a gigantic noise from outside, just like, the horrific sound of screams that are cut short, and silence. And as soon as you place that castle, it has appeared out front. You know it to be true. Ku, you and Aniston both see out of the air.
Yeah, what does it fucking look like?
A castle, an actual full castle, just lowers at a steady pace and crushes every single last soldier and everything, and completely obliterates anyone that was standing there. There is just the worst sound that you've ever heard in your life, of screams and crunching and squishing and all sorts of just nightmare noises that will haunt you for probably the rest of your life. This massive, probably about 4,000 people just getting completely wiped out all at once.
They needed to go.
Yeah, they did.
Ooh, neat.
But it's a full castle, and it is just standing there. You're now, and you've gained 2 more years, and you need to roll a Constitution check again.
19.
You stay awake.
Radical.
I just pull out two more vials of sweet water, and I just give one to Aniston. It's like, and like, as we're watching everyone get crushed and murdered and like killed, I'm just, neat, and drinking.
God damn it.
Aniston's not thirsty.
More for me. I put it back in my bag.
All right.
Does the castle sort of like fade itself into the book then?
The castle just kind of goes into the book as you're placing it, and becomes 2-dimensional as you let go.
Holy shit. This is like the most, it's so cool, but I'm like, I definitely like trip and fall backwards after I like put it down, because it just like ate 2 years of my life.
Yep. So you're now 31, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie's aged 11 years in the last like 15 minutes.
So, was I able to get the side door open, and are we able to reunite with Ku and Aniston?
Yes, you do. And as soon as you do, Brank is pissed off. He is completely upset. He is really, really angry that you opened that door. He's like wanting to fight, but Clegane is like screaming right back at him and trying to stop him. But you guys head outside, and you can see just like, it's just a very weird landscape out there with this gigantic castle across the crevice from you.
I just like look up at Samael like, holy shit.
Imagine what we can do.
And I looked at Aniston and I'm like,
reunited at last.
Hi, friend, my other friend. Where's my third friend?
He's in here. Welcome back.
He's a little older.
It's good to be back. I'm glad to see you.
hey everyone, Doug here, or as you know me, Laryn Gitis. Finally, our heroes realize the power of the book as they decimate the enemy army and create a new castle headquarters. Also, now that they are reunited with Aniston, how will our heroes conclude their journey? Find out on the season finale of Almost Better Than Dragons Season 2. I want to thank the hosts this week. It was Mike, AJ, Bren, and myself. Cover art was done by Ian McAfee. Theme music was composed and assembled by Josh Stitt. Distribution is powered by the fine podcasting software at pinecast.com. You can leave a tip, you can leave feedback, just click a link in the episode description. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. See you next time.